Okay, magandang araw muli sa inyo lahat. Welcome sa ating channel, Sir Lopez Vlog. Sa araw na ito ay magkakaroon muli tayo ng mock board examination dito sa subject na Criminological Research. Okay, so ang mga kasagutan sa mga katanungan na ito ay makikita natin later on dito sa ating description box. Kung nakahanda na kayo, start na natin sa question number 1. Part of research that deals to those conditions beyond the control of the researcher that may place restrictions on the conclusions of the study in their application to other situations. Letter A, definition of terms. Letter B, conceptual framework. Letter C, scope and limitations, or letter D, methodology. Question number 2. Which of the following prerequisite is used in the preparation of a research proposal? Letter A, tallying of research data. Letter B, selection of a suitable research problem. Letter C, distribution of questionnaire. Or letter D, conduct interview to respondents. Question number 3. What is going to consider to have a sound research in relation to systematically carrying it out? Letter A, copy from the works of others. Letter B, carefully plan. Letter C, financial stability. Or letter D, none of the above. Number 4. What approach in research will clearly establish the nature of the problem and the logic underlying the investigation and gives direction to the data gathering process? Letter A, operational definition. Letter B, hypothesis. Letter C, theoretical framework. Or letter D, methodology. Question number 5. Which of the following is most likely not the source to which one may go for a suitable research problem? Letter A, actual problems encountered. Letter B, technological changes and curricular development. Letter C, academic experience. Or letter D, financial stability. Question number 6. This pertains to the operation by which a particular variable could be observed and measured. Letter A, operational definition. Letter B, hypothesis. Letter C, theoretical framework. Or letter D, methodology. Number 7. Gives an overview of the paper's structure. Letter A, introduction. Letter B, conceptual framework. Letter C, scope and limitations. Or letter D, methodology. Next, question number 8. The first job of the introduction is not to tell the reader what your topic is and why it's interesting or important. Letter A, true. Letter B, false. Letter C, may be true. Or letter D, may be false. Question number 9. What part of research will provide the researcher with the information about past researches related to his intended study according to Gay in 1976? Letter A, conceptual framework. Letter B, review of related literature. Letter C, introduction. Or letter D, none of the above. Question number 10. This part of the introduction differs depending on what approach your paper is taking. Letter A, establish your research problem. Letter B, describe the background. Letter C, introduce your topic. Or letter D, specify your objectives. Number 11. The following except one are essential elements of a research proposal except letter A, statement of the problem. Letter B, hypothesis. Letter C, significance of the problem. Or letter D, plotting of questionnaire. Number 12. Why review of related literature or theoretical framework is essential? Letter A, because it limits the scope of the study. Letter B, because it provides the objectives of the study. Letter C, because effective research must be based on past knowledge. Or letter D, all of the above. Question number 13. What part of the research proposal gives the complete understanding of what is known about a given topic? Letter A, theoretical framework. Letter B, review of related literature. Letter C, introduction. Or letter D, both A and B. Question number 14. This is important because the researcher point out how the answer to the question or the solution to the problem can influence educational theory or practice. Letter A, introduction. Letter B, statement of the problem. Letter C, scope and delimitation. Or letter D, significance of the problem. Question number 15. This attempt to focus on stated goal and gives direction to the research process. Letter A, introduction. Letter B, statement of the problem. Letter C, scope and delimitation. Or letter D, conclusion. Number 16. It is concerned with the element of newness. Okay, so I'm sorry for the missing word. I repeat, for number 16, it is concerned with the element of newness. Letter A, novelty. Letter B, availability of research data. Letter C, selecting research problem. Or letter D, investigation. Number 17. What method of research is referring when it involves the investigation of the extent to which variations in one factor correlate with the variations in one or more other factors based on correlation coefficient? Letter A, historical research. Letter B, descriptive research. Letter C, correlational research. Or letter D, experimental research. Question number 18. What method of research is referring when it involves in reconstructing the past objectively and accurately, often it in relation to the tenability of a hypothesis? Letter A, historical research. Letter B, descriptive research. Letter C, correlational research. Or letter D, experimental research. Question number 19. Unless the problem can be stated clearly and concisely, it is probably a poor problem or a non-problem. Letter A, true. Letter B, false. Letter C, may be true. Or letter D, may be false. Question number 20. What is the first step that every researcher has to undertake? Letter A, interpretation of data. Letter B, identification of research problem. Letter C, analyzing the data gathered. Or letter D, plotting of questionnaire. Question number 21. The goal of the research process is to produce new knowledge or deepen understanding of a blank. Letter A, topic. Letter B, issue. Letter C, problem. Or letter D, all of them. 22. What is the process or step used to collect and analyze information to increase our understanding of a topic or issue? Letter A, information. Letter B, data. Letter C, research. Or letter D, thesis. Number 23. The first job of this part of research is to tell the reader what your topic is and why it's interesting or important. This is generally accomplished with a strong opening hook. Letter A, introduction. Letter B is statement of the problem. Letter C is scope and delimitation. Or letter D, conclusion. 24. At times, it becomes rather difficult for an inexperienced researcher or a novice beginner in research to conceptualize a blank. Letter A, research problem. Letter B, hypothesis. Letter C, significance of the problem. Or letter D, analysis of proposed research procedure. Okay, number 25. A good research problem have theoretical and a conceptual framework for their analysis. Letter A, true. Letter B, false. Letter C, may be true. Or letter D, may be false. Okay, so natapos na natin ang ating mock board examination sa subject na ito. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Pakisuyo na lang po sa inyo. Please like, share, and comment mga idol, and praying that you will going to pass the board examination. Okay, so hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.